Hello and happy Easter, Lighthouse families and kids. It's Easter. Happy Easter. I'm not sure if you know this, but Easter is a big deal. If Christmas is sparkling lights and gently falling snow, Easter is the grand finale in a fireworks show. Now, don't get me wrong, Christmas is good, and it is the time that Jesus came as a baby, Emmanuel, God with us, and that is a significant start. But without Easter, Jesus would have just been a really great guy who taught some really great things. But because of Easter, he died and then rose again on the third day, which proves he really was and is the Son of God. And so Easter is kind of a big deal. So I thought to celebrate, it might be fun to enjoy a treat together. And since I can't pass one through the screen to you, I thought I'd invite you over to Calvary and maybe we could make an Easter treat together. So hopefully you've gathered up your ingredients. You need some butter, sugar, cinnamon, crescent rolls, and some marshmallows. So grab up your ingredients, join me, let's make an Easter treat together. Welcome to Cooking with Kelly at Calvary. So today we are going to make resurrection rolls or empty tomb rolls. So I'm going to walk you through what you need, but first things first. First, if you have long hair, you have to put it up because there's nothing worse than getting long hair in your food and pulling it out. So yeah, put up your hair. Step 2, you gotta wash your hands. So here's what you need to have in front of you today. 1 muffin tin, a 1/4 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of butter, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 package of crescent rolls, and 8 marshmallows, or 9 or 10, depending on if you're gonna do that along the way. The other thing you may want to consider is making sure you have an adult with you, depending on your age. All right, so first things first, you have to turn on the oven. So 375. Oh, which oven should I use? I'm at Calvary. I could use any one of these. Let's do this one. Bake 375. Start. Na-na! So you're going to take your cinnamon and you're going to put it into the sugar and mix it up. Yum, right? Your butter needs to be melted. So ask an adult to help you if you're going to do it on the stove, and or you can pop it in the microwave. Let's try a minute, see how that works. Cut! Ooh, melted butter. 20 seconds melted butter. So not a minute, 20 seconds. Maybe 30. Okay, now you get the fun job of opening up the crescent rolls. If you've never done this before, it's sometimes fun, sometimes frustrating. Let's see. Outer wrap, press on line. Woo! That was fun. And then carefully take your crescent rolls out and try not to tear them like I'm doing right now. Gently, like that. So, next step, you need to roll out your cinnamon. They're not cinnamon yet. Roll out your crescent rolls very carefully. And try not to get them to break like I did. There, see, the last 4 are always way better than the first ones, but don't worry, if that happens, you can always repair. Just fold them up a little, press them in a little, just like that. See, good as new. You want to separate these guys because each one is going to be its own empty tomb resurrection roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, pretty great. You should be getting bored. Back to work. The oven is preheated. So this recipe is called empty tomb rolls or resurrection rolls because the ingredients actually represent things in the story of Jesus' death. So back when Jesus died, it was traditional to take the body and put it in a tomb. And the body was wrapped in white cloth. So your marshmallow represents the white cloth. It was also traditional for bodies to be anointed with oil and spices. So your butter represents oil, and your sugar and your cinnamon represent the spices that would have gone in the tomb with Jesus. Your crescent roll represents the tomb. I know it doesn't look like one now, but give it time. Now's the fun part. Now we're gonna make them. So first, take your marshmallow, dip it in your butter. Your butter won't be hot now because you've danced and done things fun in your kitchen. Then into your sugar and your cinnamon, roll it all around so it looks tasty. And then pop it onto your crescent roll. Then you need to wrap your marshmallow up tight into your crescent roll. You need to make sure that there's no holes like that. Otherwise, when your marshmallow is cooking, it'll leak out into your muffin tin. So, wrap it up tight, roll it into a little ball, no holes. So then, take it back to your butter, roll it around into your butter, and into your sugar again. And there, my friends, is a tasty little treat. Put it into your muffin tin to cook up. When you're all done with the resurrection rolls, they're in the pan and you're not going to touch anyone else's food, guess what you get to do? Lick your fingers. Yum. Now if you did lick your fingers, you have to wash your hands again. Put your resurrection rolls in the oven. So put on your oven mitts, ask for help if you need it, grab your tray and pop it in. Now set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes. So start with 10. Just say resurrection rolls 3 times fast because it would be fun. Resurrection rolls, resurrection rolls, resurrection rolls. Right? It's just after 10 minutes. We're going to check again. Ooh, yeah, they're starting to get a little golden brown. I would say they're done. You can see what I mean about the marshmallows leaking out if you don't quite get it closed. Don't those look good? But you can't eat them yet because they're too hot. So now you have to wait again. You also can't blow on them, especially if you're going to share them. While you're waiting, make sure you turn off your oven. So now that they're all cooled, you might need a butter knife to go around the edges of your resurrection rolls to be able to pop them out and put them on the plate. Oh, that one doesn't fit. You know what that means. It's mine to eat. So check it out. Empty tomb roll, resurrection roll. I'll give you a little peek. What? Where'd the marshmallow go? It's gone. It's an empty tomb. Because you know what? Jesus rose from the dead today. It's kind of a big deal. And these are so good. So that's it. But wait, don't go anywhere. There's one more step. Clean up. You have to help with the dishes. No, don't go anywhere. Get back here. Dishes. Dishes. You enjoy cooking with Kelly at Calvary and that you enjoy those tasty Easter treats. What better way to celebrate Easter than with a treat that reminds you what a big deal it is? Hey, did you know, as I was thinking about the Easter story, there's a few firework moments in the Easter story. As I was reading back, I realized over 300 prophecies about Jesus were fulfilled in his birth, life, and death. Pretty crazy, eh? And when he died, did you know that the whole earth shook? There was an earthquake when he died. And this curtain that was thick like a sleeping bag ripped in half all by itself. The sky went dark in the middle of the day. There were firework moments in the Easter story. The biggest, of course, is that 3 days later, Jesus, who had died, came back to life. Easter, it's a big deal. So today, go for a car ride, roll down your window and shout out, Happy Easter! To someone passing by. Maybe eat some chocolate, go on an egg hunt, do something fun, or maybe even have your own firework show. Get a sparkler, because Easter, it's a big deal! Woo! Happy Easter, you guys. See you soon.